Lucas Nation fans and K.L.P. worldwide fans, we're back here on the YouTube channel of K.L.P. Entertainment, and if you're listening to us now on Spotify, iTunes, and even iHeart Radio, welcome back. Welcome back indeed, Lucas Nation fans and K.L.P. worldwide fans. Now today, we've got a very special guest returning back to the Lucas Chat podcast. It's your boy, it's Tyrus Lester. Tyrus, holla at him. What's up?
Hey, welcome back. Ladies and gentlemen, Lucas Nation, Tyrus Lester in the building. Couldn't even speak there, Kennedy. So excited for another exciting podcast here. Now streaming on iHeart Radio. Kennedy, you have done it again, my man. You really made history here at our business. Thank you for that.
So a lot of people are wondering, where have Tyrus Lester gone? TL, as formerly named in our group Swanky Aura, has been rapping, been writing, been music producing, movie producing, and out there doing other venture business out there. And now our prodigal son has returned to K.L.P. Entertainment. Of course, he never left. He's just been doing our stuff and plus his own brand as well. So I gotta respect a man who go out there and get in hustles. You know, I can't fault you for that, man. Welcome back.
Yeah, it's good to be back here on the podcast. Thank you for letting me come back on here and to stream it out there for iHeart Radio and iTunes and Spotify. I remember back in 2015 when you first started the podcast brand. And, you know, you had me on there, and, you know, that was 5 years ago, you know, doing our thing. And we, you know, have grown from the Lucas Chat podcast all the way up to different seasons. And now you got K.L.P. in the morning, which I hear on the radio. That's going really well. So I'm proud. I'm proud of what K.L.P. Entertainment has become. It's good to be back as the not only the CFO of K.L.P. Entertainment, but you know, your co-host for the podcasting.
It's good to have you back, honestly. It really is. So we're going to get on to it, y'all. Of course, I told you guys that I was going to do exclusive podcasting for you guys, and you guys know how we do it here on Swanky Studios. We like to do podcasting and movie reviews, so we're going to bring that back, of course. We went out and saw Shaft last night with a couple of friends of ours. Shaft was a very funny movie. Tyrus, how funny was this movie?
This movie was very funny. It was funny as hell. Samuel Jackson, I mean, you can't deny his funniness. He added a lot of good elements. He even brought up the Lawrence Fishburne and him comparison from the Matrix thing. I think you guys remember when he did there's a newscaster who compared him with Lawrence Fishburne and mistaken him for Lawrence Fishburne in the Matrix, and he got so pissed off. So it was good to see that kind of, he referenced that in the movie. I know that reporter's never going to live that down. This is a must-see movie. Honestly, this is a movie that you guys just have to go out there and see for sure. It's amazing. You know, you got Tim Story. Tim Story, the hit director. He did movies like Think Like a Man 1 and 2, just to name a few. Those are the two movies he did. And, of course, he's back with this movie. So, Shaft is a remake. Of course, they made a Shaft movie before, but this remake was a little bit better, not only for the 2019 era, but it really resonated with the next generation actors. You have J.C.T. Usher in the movie. I forgot the girl who plays Sasha, but I've seen her in another show. So it's good. It's good. It's really, really good movie. This is a must-see movie for sure. A must-see.
Yeah, so it is a must-see, Lucas Nation fans. Sasha, as you mentioned, Tyra. Sasha, oh, she's so cute. She's so cute in that movie. I was leaning to I went with my brother. My brother was there too. And we saw the movie. And we were doing our thing. We were doing our thing. You know, we were just chilling and we were watching the movie. And I was just staring at Sasha the most. You got, of course, Regina Hall. I also talked to my brother, and he was like, "Who's in it?" And I say, "Regina." I almost say Regina King, but no, that's the woman that played Huey and Riley from Boondocks, and of course, if Bill Street can talk. So don't confuse the two. Regina Hall, though, is a very good actress. I think she should deserve that Oscar winning out there one day. Of course, Regina King, not trying to compare them two, but Regina King is an Oscar winner. So, Regina Hall, she's on her way, though. She's funny as hell. You know, she had a lot of good movies for sure. For sure is Regina Hall.
Wasn't Regina Hall in that, what movie was it? It came out not too long ago. It was, I think it was called Little, I think.
Oh, yeah, Little, yeah. I think you're right. Little is the movie that she's also in. I know that movie because I had my good friend Alexis. She's out there doing her thing. She's in that movie for sure. As our Alexis is coming on here in the studio. You know, anything can happen. Anything can happen.
Yeah, so that movie, I haven't seen that movie yet. That movie's pretty good too. Is what I'm hearing. So that's a movie I gotta go see.
So, of course, Shaft, of course, let me just give you guys a little lowdown about the movie real quick, and I'll go ahead and mention that up there for sure for us. Shaft is a hit movie, of course, 2019. Came out in June last month. Oh, now last month. Of course, Shaft is a investigation detective that out there and solves cases. Of course, he solves a case back in the 1970s, I think. I got to pay attention to the timeline they did again. So, of course, there was a shootout. He goes around shooting people as normal. Excuse me. Shooting people as normal. And, of course, you got Regina Hall and the son, of course, JJ, John Shaft Jr. JJ was in the backseat as a little toddler. He was so smiley. He was so cute. He was so happy. He was excited to see what's coming next. Without the years, of course, Shaft, Regina Hall's character, of course, left Shaft alone. You know, it was too dangerous for her, so she took little JJ and her, and they moved on. They moved on over the years. Fast forward into 2019, of course, little JJ, John Shaft Jr., is an FBI agent, and of course, his agentness, he has a friend that served in the military, and you know he gets shot, and it was like a big opioid kind of idea to a drug abuse. So JJ wants to find out where's the drugs got distributed to the friend named Kareem. Of course, a big investigation, and he couldn't find. He's trying to find evidence. He's trying to find some new ways to kind of solve the case for himself using the FBI, which doesn't go right.
So it's an interesting story, Lister and Lucas Nation fans, that I picked up on. Kennedy, I don't know if you picked up on this, but you remember the scene. And again, spoiler alert for all of you fans out there. If you haven't seen the movie yet, go see the movie. Honestly, you got to go see the movie first before you even think about listening to this. But one scene, Kareem was talking on the phone with little JJ, and it was his shot. He was walking down the street. Doesn't that look just like Atlanta?
What you mean?
So, I mean, when Kareem was on the phone, in the background, you can see the Georgia State University logo in the background. Clear as day. So, aren't they supposed to be in New York? But they actually filmed it in Atlanta. So, I thought it was a little egg finding there. If you paid attention, Lester and Lucas Nation fans out there, pay attention to that. Kareem's on the phone with JJ. He's walking as he's talking on the phone. Look behind him. It's a blue circle, little circle thing, flame thing. You know, Georgia State University's logo in the background. So they blurred it out, but I couldn't tell. I ventured at Georgia State before, so I know what the logo looks like. And we're here in Atlanta, so we should know what Georgia State is.
Oh, I didn't catch up on that, but I'm gonna look into that. I haven't catch up on that, but I'll look into that. So moving on with the description of the movie, y'all. Of course, Shaft is John Shaft Jr. couldn't find this investigation by himself, so he goes to find his dad. Of course, within the city, he goes to find his dad, and of course, John Shaft, the main character, Samuel Jackson Shaft, will help lead in this investigation. With this movie is prone for the father and son connection and spending quality time together while solving this case. Of course, John Shaft Sr. comes into the picture. Richard Roundtree is in this movie. and he plays John Shaft Sr. So it's a trio at the end of the movie. I don't want to give so much away for you guys because you guys just have to go see this movie. If you have about $14 to spare and you want $14 worthy of entertainment, I recommend you guys go see Shaft. It is out now. It won't be for long. It's probably going to be on Netflix within months and months to come. But this is a movie that you must see if you want to get laughter. John Shaft, played by Samuel L. Jackson, he brings the serious most into it because Samuel L. Jackson is the guy that does serious movies. In case in point, Nick Fury. But he's also adding a funny comedic twist to it. We were in the theater laughing. I heard other people in the theater laughing. And it was just a joyous time. So I really, really recommend you guys go out and go see John Shaft, the hit movie Shaft, in theaters right now. Before we close up here, we're going to do our closing here. Tyrus, take it away, buddy.
Yeah, so again, as Kennedy mentioned, go see Shaft, y'all. It is out there. It is out there in the theaters. Whatever theater you go see, go see. So we're going to be coming back. Of course, I'm going to be coming back into the studio with you, Kennedy, to talk about the next movie. Of course, that next exclusive movie will be Spider-Man Far From Home. We're going to go see that movie, and we're going to go do a review on that movie and talk about what we thought within that movie. So it's good to be back in the studio. I ain't going nowhere. It's good to be back. I see you. Martha Givens, she's staring at me right now here in the studio. Martha, I see you doing your thing on K.L.P. International. And shout out to Gordon Martin. I think he was actually off today. But that guy's talking about sports. We're talking about the women's soccer cup. So I can't express how blessed I am to be back and to see new faces. I got to know some of the new people here at K.L.P. Entertainment today as I returned. So very, very exciting that you guys, implemented new stuff. And Kennedy, I see you making these movies, man. I say that because I'm one of your producers. So, of course, go say that. Go see our movies, of course, starting June 12th. Bayview Lodge and 3rd Street. 3rd Street is actually my favorite. I'm not going to... I hate to put favorites on things. I like Bayview Lodge for the horror, but I could really kind of relate to the 3rd Street movie. You'll see once, you fans out there, you'll see when that movie gets released here on K.L.P. Entertainment. Of course, y'all stay blessed. Y'all stay rised up. For all of my Atlanta people, Dirty Birds, Dirty South, y'all stay swanky. And I use Kennedy's word there, swanky for sure. And it's good to be back onto the studio.
Hey, y'all heard it best, y'all. You heard it best. Of course, thank you for staying tuned for Lucas Chat Podcast. Y'all stay swanky out there. We're going to be coming back for the studio for sure. And if you have any comments, any subscribes, please subscribe to us. If you have any questions, leave it in the comment box. If you're listening to us to iTunes and Spotify and IHeart Radio, thank you. Oh, and you can't forget about Google Podcasts. I almost forgot about Google Podcasts. But we're on all 4 of those platforms, y'all. Y'all stay swanky. We'll see y'all in the next one.